You already know what it is. Happy Chainsaw Man Day. This is Chainsaw Man chapter 175, and I am the man that's going to be reacting to this chapter. Desto, welcome in. For those that already know, if you've been here already, go to the Shonen Jump app, get your phone, get your tablets, do what you gotta do. Pop that thing up. It is free to read and read along with us to react at the same time and have the same emotions and the feelings that we be feeling. All right. I have no idea what's about to happen this chapter, but I expect some action-packed goodness, at least for that. All right, because like there's just with the ramifications of everything that happened last chapter, I'm curious of what's about to happen this chapter. Okay, but from what Desto's telling me already, it sounds like it's a quick one, but it's a very interesting one, very unique even. So it sounds like it might be a banger. We whispering because my voice is trying to go out, but it's gonna come back here in a goddamn second. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing going. All right. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're ready, cause it's for Mom Spaghetti. All right. Fujimoto's panel game is on point. Oh, really? Okay, so we're actually talking about the panels this time. So this matters. Good. Good. That's all I like to see. And I'm making that face. All right. Okay, now I can talk regularly. All right, because technically I was trying to calm it down a little bit because Anna was doing a little something, something. Proud of her. All right, now let's do this. Let's do this. Chainsaw Man chapter 175, both hands. See, we got Grace in here, so it's already kind of like, why both hands? We can be double gripping. All right. It is so weird to see Chainsaw Man without a mouth. Like something I knew something felt weird when I was looking at this panel. Because like he has his teeth that's supposed to be there, right? But his teeth ain't there, so it's kind of weird. All right, look, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's called both hands. All right, I said what I said. Taichi Fujimoto, this is your fault. This is your fault. So everybody's running away, obviously, because Chainsaw Man's right in front of our face. I'd run too. I wouldn't even be in the vicinities. I wouldn't even be in this town at this point. Okay, like it's like why we doing this? Why we here? And they're flipping around. He's looking around. He's looking around. Okay, we got some dudes with some spears. What? What? Is this part of the plan? Is this part of the plan? Like I'm really curious. Like these three suckers with the spears. What are they? What are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? Because I don't get it. Yeah, exactly. The heads get cut off. He hits them and it does nothing. Like, well, of course, it wasn't gonna do anything. Like, sucker, go sit down. Go back to your job or something. Like, what are we doing here? God dang it! Yeah, and then everybody starts running away. Of course, you run away. Like, what was it? What was the plan here? Oh, I'm gonna stab him with the stick. Oh wow! Like, what? And double gripping, huh? Look, spears. Spears, they're double gripping the spears, but they're gripping out here, right? It's grip tactics. But yeah, that didn't work. They're running. Oh, oh, hello, Katana. He popping up on the scene. He said, "All right, it's time. It's time to fight." Okay, and then also we got another hands-on demonstration with the Age Devil throwing hands at Chainsaw Man. So will that do anything? I don't know. Also, Asa finally makes an appearance, jumped out of nowhere, comes from the sky. She says she look crazy too. Her eyes are all swirly looking. I mean, it's weird that there's no mouth. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. You realize how important mouths are when there is no mouth. It's kind of weird. He's trying to think he's the MC. Hey, well, he ain't the MC. He about to freaking get whooped. He about to get smacked up. You better go sit down somewhere too, man. Look, I mean, I appreciate the fact that they're trying to make an effort. And then we were asking the question of where is Asa? Where's Katana Man? Where's everybody else? Where's Sammy at? Is Sammy going to jump into this too? Like, we're asking these questions, and apparently this is where they're at. And they're trying to stop Chainsaw Man. Again, I don't know how effective this is going to be, but we'll get to see the level of strength maybe between these two. We were actually asking that same question when it comes to Asa, when it comes to Yoru. Are they strong enough? Can they do something? So we're about to find out, I guess. All right. Can't believe Fujimoto made maybe like Katana Man. Look, he has a character that we can get behind at least. All right. Unlike, unlike that guy. All right. We ain't gonna talk about that dude. All right. That guy that shouldn't even exist. All right. That guy's trash. Okay. So we have a three simultaneous attacks happen at one time. Will he just sit there and take it, or what's about to happen here? What's going on? Okay, I mean the hands are there. Did he cut the hands? Wait, wait, what? I'm gonna take it as a yes. So yeah, those projection hands he shot through the mirror, they got cut. So they did nothing. Katana Man, his arms got cut. So it was ineffective and did nothing. And his head got cut off. Interestingly enough, it looks like Asa slash Yoru didn't take any damage, only the sword broke. So he still doesn't want to take her out at least. Okay. All right. He didn't go full like ruthless mode and try to take her out too, because like she can't heal from this type of damage, unlike Katana Man. So at least there's something there, at least, right? That's something to at least point out to know. Unless something else did happen to her. We don't see her body. Katana Man's on top of her body. So if we see Katana, if you like lift her, like Katana Man up and we see her guts pull it out, okay, never mind. I take back what I said. So we'll see. Okay, no, she just kicks him off. She gets back up. Son of a goddamn gun. Never mind. Well, she has no hands, all right? Now I see why this chapter's called Both Hands. Because everybody's hands getting cut off, right? No, nobody got no hands. You can't do no grip. There ain't no grip going on. There's no grip, double grip action happening, all right? God dang. Oh, she definitely took damage, all right? God dang. Come on now. And she looking kind of woozy too. What are you gonna do? Why are you still fighting? You have no arms. What are you gonna like grow an attachment? Like how we gonna do this? He's just standing there now looking at you. No, he ain't looking at you. He's walking by. Okay, she's kneeling down in front of him. Very interesting panel. This is very sketchy looking. The art's very interesting right here. Okay, he's kneeling down. He's looking at her. What's about to happen here? What's going on? He's getting closer. He stops right there in front of her. Uh, New Euro face reaction dropped. I mean, again, the reaction is only half a reaction because you don't got the mouth. You need the mouth to complete the reaction here, but yeah, there's no dialogue, so you can't really, there's no mouth, so obviously there's no talking involved here. So yeah, well, how you doing? Well, welcome in, man. Welcome in. We just got done reading the chapter. Very interesting. I wonder what this means when it comes to Yoru actually kneeling down before him at this point, because he is powerless to fight this chainsaw man. And again, like I said before, I was saying this before. I don't think they're gonna be like I didn't think she was gonna be like this overpoweringly strong person. Even if war became like a thing for real. This particular chainsaw man is a little too much to handle. All right, it's too hot to handle, too cold to hold. That's what freaking Macho Man said. That's exactly what this is here. You can't touch this literally because there's no hands being involved in this freaking application of touching. Okay, you got to find other ways to feel something. I guess I don't know, but this ain't it. Get the blood dripping from your scar on the second to last page. Second to last page. Okay, all right. Let me see. Yeah, second to last. I mean, I'm looking at it. So like, what I'm supposed to be seeing here? I mean, is she trying to spell something out with her blood? I mean, he's stepping through it. So like, I mean, it's hard to say because it's very scratchy looking. The artistic choice here was quite interesting because it's very scratchy looking. Like, I wouldn't say it's not completed, but it has a lot of character to it. You know what I'm saying? There's detail there, but it's definitely not in the same realms of like how clean something should look. I will say that. Depending before you're going in, confident, and then folding as soon as she stands. Yeah, sends it to him is so good. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, she understands that the level of power, the gap between that is unreal, and she's at a point where she doesn't know what she needs to be able to do. Maybe she's actually straight up just giving up at this point because either you kill me or I'm gonna try to come back to fight you maybe or something, right? Like she can't. I don't think she's just like completely giving up in that sense, but she rather get taken out as a warrior or get taken out at this point in time as opposed to just prolonging the situation. You know what I mean? Also, people are speculating that we are going to get a Yoru flashback next chapter. Oh, well, okay. uh, I mean, if we get a Yoru flashback, say goodnight to Yoru then. Say goodnight to Asa. I don't think so. Or, I don't know, because like usually when you get a flashback in a series, that usually is a signal for that character's death to happen, right? I have a feeling because Denji does still have feelings there. We can tell, given the devils that he has taken out thus far, Denji is still there to some degree, or there's some level of influence that he has over this devil. So if that's the case, I don't think I like to give the benefit of the doubt that I don't think this Chainsaw Man is gonna take out Asa, you know, but I could be wrong. But at the same time, I want to believe in the Asa Denji ship. Okay, so I'm hoping that might be the case here, where you might just walk away from the situation. Like she freaks out, or she's like, "Oh my god," but then realizes he's just not even gonna deal with her. You know what I mean? Like I can see that being the case here. And then I can also see Yoru getting upset in that same situation, that you're just walking away after what you just done. You know what I mean? I don't think she's gonna just sit there and be idly by and like, no, how dare you? I don't know. I just feel like this shouldn't be the end for Asa. That would be weird to have this be the end for her. I don't know about that. If we are going, let's see, devils are constantly compare the animals. I see this as a member of the pack trying to take on the alpha and realizing they're not a match. Interesting. You want to go into like the alpha male situation. I mean, I guess I could see that too. She's gonna turn Katana into a weapon. You think so? Well, actually, can she? Doesn't she need to touch something in order to use her ability like that? I mean, she can use her face, I guess. Even then, does she have the power to be able to change a hybrid though? Because as we saw, it didn't work on Denji. Remember, freaking Denji spinal cord sword. Remember that whole situation? So that kind of showcased that it doesn't just work like that. Maybe if Katana Man's willing to do so. I doubt that though. I don't see that. I don't see that being a possibility. I don't see that being a possibility. The Denji X Asha ship will sail. That's what I'm hoping, man. That's what I'm hoping. All right. Said a power up since I mean, yes, but even then, this is freaking Katana Man. He ain't a weak son of a gun. He ain't just nobody. I mean, he's Katana Man. So I don't know. I don't see it. Even with the power up, like how strong is she even really? Like it's hard to really tell where her strength even lies right now. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, she had a power up, but I don't know if that's enough to be able to transform a hybrid for all we know. I mean, also, doesn't she need to care about the said thing in order for it to even have any power? Like, okay, like you can make him turn into a weapon, but like, how strong would he even be? Given that I don't think she cares about Katana Man like that. Like, it is tied to her emotions as well, if we're remembering here. So I don't know if that's the route we're taking here. I mean, I go based off of what you're saying already when it comes to the whole alpha male pack leader thingy. Maybe she's like kneeling down and realizing, look, I'm gonna have to just follow because there ain't nothing I can do. All right, and maybe Denji kind of understands that, or Chainsaw Man understands that, and it's like, kneel, relax, I got this. It's funny too how the safety bureau is still trying to utilize this age devil like it's gonna do something, because this age devil is doing nothing. It's literally taking damage and it's just kind of there. Like, these hands are not enough. Like, there has to be more durability with this guy. Otherwise, like, what are we doing here? Because like, that guy's not gonna do anything. Like, you might as well just get eaten up by Denji and just call it a day. Because like, I don't see this. I don't see the age devil doing anything. Like, there's nothing so far, anyways, with his abilities. There's nothing he's doing that is so out there that he should be doing some actual damage to Chainsaw Man. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I think that caring about something is a mental block that she will get over. You think so? This also can't be given blood because of no. Yeah, exactly. You can't get no. I mean, there's other ways to, like, you're not really digesting though. You can't just simply put blood in something. So yeah, he can't even come back. Bro, this whole situation is terrible. I've been saying this from day one. This chainsaw coming out is one of the worst things that happen right now, because nothing can stop him. Like, I don't know who the heck's gonna be able to do it, but ain't none of these guys. And we just saw right here in this chapter, Asa don't got it. All right. We say, oh, ha, Asa Yoru got it. No, they don't. They got nothing. All right. The IV. Who the heck has IVs like walking around ready to stick into somebody? Like, what are we talking about here? You get the IV dice. Like, what are we talking about? I don't know. That's a speculation, though, Desta, when it comes to the whole thing about caring. We haven't seen something. We haven't seen her do something like that without having some care or some level of care to whatever she's transforming. So until we see that, I don't know if it's hard. I don't know. It's hard for me to say, especially considering that it is tied to the power of the item, obviously. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But you could be onto something. This could just be a mental block or something that's preventative measures at the moment when it first started with them. But maybe because also Yoru and Asa have become better acquainted with each other. So there's a good opportunity or a chance there that that mental block or that requirement is no longer there to begin with because of how tight knit they are now. They're not just, they're not battling against each other. They're really connected at this point. So that could be also the other thing that was hampering on her ability. We need to send the bomb if you catch my drift. Honestly, yes. Yes, look. It's time for Rize to come back. All right, look, we've been playing around. We've been talking about all these other characters coming back. Talking about Kobeni coming back. Kobeni ain't doing nothing. I mean, we don't really know what she can actually do. We've seen she's kind of OP at some points, but yeah, I haven't really seen her do anything. So she ain't really gonna come back anyways. She had her moment to potentially come back. Ain't never happened though. But actually, wait a minute. God damn, we didn't see Yoshida. It just dawned on me. So we're just gonna sidestep that. Because this isn't confirm or deny if this man's dead or not. We have no idea if this man's alive or not. So yeah, and he's already walking away from the scene as we speak. So I mean, will we get to see this guy's body? If there's a body, I don't know. The reading comprehension devil was erased too. You stupid, bro. I mean, it'd be like that sometime, man. It's kind of hard to. Look, Chainsaw Man ain't for the easy, man. It ain't for the easy. It's the same thing with JJK. JJK ain't easy. It ain't easy to understand that series. All right, look, man. Oh, he's cooked. No, look, man, nah. Look, I want to believe this man's alive right now, and he's just chilling in the back, like, dang, I lost my devil. Well, it's time for me to use the future devil. It's time for me to do a contract with another devil. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Nayuta's still around. Do a contract with Nayuta. Let's go, baby. Come on now. Look, I know I'm coping right now. I got a lot of copiism that's happening right now, but I want to believe. Okay, I want to believe. So I have a long time theory that Yoru created the weapons hybrid and can maybe do something with them. I mean, that's a very interesting theory. I mean, that's not impossible, like at all. Actually, we don't know because like the origins behind a lot of this, we just don't know. We legitimately don't know. So actually, that's a very interesting theory. What is it? What can we have that can like further back this theory? Is there something that happened within the series that kind of gives you the idea, or outside of just the fact that of course she deals with weapons. That's why she wants the nuclear war devil in the first place. And I mean they're in tandem with each other. I mean, is that what we're doing here? I sure think Yoru was going through some PTSD in those last couple of pages. I mean, Big Woke, you might be onto something, because if you remember correctly, all the four horsemen did fight Chainsaw Man back in hell. This could be a very similar situation that's going on as we speak right now, and Yoru could be recalling that. So the flashback that people were even saying is that something along those lines of what happened at that time. What if we do get a flashback next week, right? So this is my prediction with this. I think I'm on the same board with everybody with a flashback, but what happens is, because there's other series that do this, right? You get a flashback, and that flashback shows like a dire situation, right? But then there's somebody that comes in for the save. So what if Fami comes in with this? I doubt that's the case here. I don't think Fami's going to be the one to kind of like save. That would be an interesting turn of events. If Fami did indeed actually save Asa in this particular situation, and that would actually solidify the thought that Asa did think that Fami is a good person in heart of hearts, which then also would bring other conversations to the forefront of what's going on with Fammy again. That's if she actually decides to make this happen, because we haven't seen Fammy yet. Fammy is still around, if I'm not mistaken. If they're here, Fammy should be here too. So there's either that or the possibility of Chainsaw Man, the fake Saw Man, coming in, maybe trying to make the save. I feel like somebody's gonna try to save Asa here, though. I feel like that could be the case. It could even be Yoshida. Like, this could be where Yoshida ends up dying. Maybe he felt so bad about cutting her arm off that he's like, look, I gotta sacrifice or something. You never know. You never know. All right, Brian, get out of here with that, guy. That probably from the last counter with Pachita. Exactly. Well, exactly. That the weapons hybrids were with the Four Horsemen when the Battle Chainsaw Man kind of plays this theory, which is true. That's something like that is a backing that is there, but at the same time, I mean, it's all of them though with the Four Horsewomen, which makes you think, because I know the Control Devil is one of the main reasons why they're all there to begin with, to be working with them, right? Because I mean, they have their own free will at the end of the day, and I don't know if Yoru has that capability to be able to actually command these people, so it requires all of them to maybe work together in order to get that to be a thing in the first place. Last character to have a flashback with Aki and Angel, though. I'm just saying, yeah, look, man, it's all right, bye. No, you have to leave. Just get out with that crap, man. Come on now. How you doing, though, Prime? You don't know if we're gonna get chapter. Jump says yes. Manga Plus says no solution. See, that's what I'm saying. Why is it so confusing? Because I'd be sitting here like, all right, we know it's going to come here and we're going to get the chapter next week. It says on the app that I'm using is in 7 days, there's another freaking chapter. It's so inconsistent, but look, if it comes out, I will be reacting to it. That's what we're going to do, as you already know. All right. Like, I will keep up to date as much as I can when it comes to Chainsaw Man and being able to react to this accordingly. But no, I do want to say one thing. You were correct though, Desto. Paneling is quite interesting in this particular chapter here today. Also, he is actually utilizing the same technique as Tite Kubo this time around. He is foregoing a lot of the backgrounds here to really emphasize the character aspects of what's going on here, especially considering that there is no mouth. So it's a very interesting direction that he decided to do here, paneling wise, to really emphasize on this, especially when it comes to the artistic style that he decided to go with this as well. Like, you can see after the cut on her arm and everything, right? Like, you can see in her face that she is not doing good, like, at all. Like she understands that she's powerless amongst this man right now. So it's a shame. It's a shame that the pain is real, and it's just kind of crazy that freaking Katana Man literally got taken out that quick with ease and didn't have nothing to do. He couldn't do nothing. But yeah, I mean, I had a feeling. I'm just looking back at the chapter real quick to see what's going on. Maybe there's something I missed. But no, he's really highlighting like the character aspects of the people here, and really enough going with the reactions that we're seeing, which is not a lot, but it's something here. Manga Plus, September 3rd. Well, if it happens, it happens. If it comes out that time, I'll be reacting to it. If it gives me a break next week, then fine. All right. Maybe I can make a theory video or something. Maybe I could come up with a theory at this point and maybe actually do some other content outside of just doing live reactions to Chainsaw Man, because I am big on Chainsaw Man, so maybe I can do something like that. Gotta do one thing when I answer the... Oh, why you drop kicking doors, man? Crackpot theory, do you think we could lose Yoru and only continue Asa? Just been bad the last couple of weeks. Well, why is that, though? What's going on with it, though? If we don't get it, we're gonna get chapters. Let me see. So that's an interesting crackpot theory, because I actually had the same thought process at one point in time, Desto, with that. But that depends, because the thing about this is, if you remember correctly, Asa and Yoru, they kind of like combine brains in a way. Like, she controls one half of the brain. I mean, as they mold together and they become one, which is why I think this is going on right now. Because the whole point, remember, she was saying Yoru in the beginning, like, I can kill you right now, yada, 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 and everything like that, and take over the body that way. I don't know if that's the case now that they're, like, more acclimated with each other, but I do wonder if there's still a way to actually separate them. I don't know if Chainsaw Man himself could do that. That would be a weird ability for him to have. I'm not saying it's, like, not impossible, but because we don't know everything that he can actually do. We know that he's able to just erase devils. But to be able to separate them, I mean, he is cutting people up. So, I mean, it's an interesting theory to have, all right? Going Ling Green situation. Yeah. Ling and Greed, that from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I mean, there is that. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not impossible. And that's why that theory is not necessarily a bad theory. It's just a theory, a crackpot theory. Thanks for watching. But I subscribe to that theory too. Because I just feel like Asa still has more left to do. We've built this character up from the groundworks of part 2. And for her to die, especially in this fashion, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't see that being the case. Like, I'm not saying that she's like the most protected character, and maybe he wants to make a massive swerve in this particular situation, but it all depends on how he does it with the execution, if he decides to do this execution of Asa Mitaka. But I don't think Asa's dying here, which means I don't think Yoru's dying here, which I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're gonna last. And like I said, my theory at this point is that somebody's gonna come in with the save, with the swoop, whether it be Yoshida, it could be Kishibe. I mean, I doubt it, but it could be Kishibe. Like, I feel like somebody that's not here, that hasn't been present just yet, is gonna reveal their hand. And maybe the class president is the fake saw guy after all. We might see that like come up to be the case here. Like, there's so many possibilities that can happen. I just don't see the possibility of Asa and Yoru dying here, or even Yoru for that matter being split in half into this position, in this situation, and leaving it alone. I doubt that. I doubt that. And when it said everyone dies, I mean, that'll be the end of the freaking Chainsaw Man series. If everyone dies and Chainsaw Man's the last one left, I mean, there it is. I can't be mad about it, because look, he did his thing. He did his thing. Chainsaw Man is number one. He's the GOAT for a reason, all right? Have you heard the theory? The theory Yoru has never actually been the devil and it's always been Asa, but she's schizophrenic and has a separate personality and everything. What kind of theory is this? What? Oh, okay, all right. I need you to like dive deeper into this particular theory here, because I mean, from what we've seen, the devil took over or got inside her body, but like was this the inner machinations of her mind that happened here? Because she literally almost died. So yeah, that is a crackpot theory, because I don't know about that one. I need you to piece that together to try to blow my mind, because I don't know about that. You call it the Fight Club theory? What kind of what not freaking Fight Club? We always gotta go back to that. Look, I don't know about that one. That one's kind of weird. All right. People have ideas. All right. People have ideas. All right. That's all I'm saying. Yours are Durden. Okay, man. Some Walter White crack. I mean, yeah, something. All right. It's that good. It's that good. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's what Schoolboy Q was saying. Oh, give me some of that good. That's what that is. I mean, Fight Club is a good movie, okay? Look, I understand that. But still, like, not everything has to become Fight Club, all right? But this was very interesting, nonetheless, of a chapter. It has me wondering the many possibilities of what's about to go down here. And I'm still just trying to see and think, like, what else is there I can get out of this? Because it's just a shame that with no mouth, there is no dialogue, which means there's nothing happening here. But I am looking at the blood spread, and I do wonder if that matters in some way. Well, could she? Wait a minute. Maybe. Hold on a minute. But at the same time, this can be either the face of a pending doom. Like, this could be the face of a pending doom, right? Or this could be her trump card activating. Now I'm thinking about it. Like you said, look at the blood splatter. There's a lot of blood everywhere, and Chainsaw Man is standing in it. So the question actually becomes here, now I'm thinking about it, is she capable of using her blood as a weapon? I mean, there's literally a blood devil. That's power that can do this. So my thing is she capable of utilizing her own blood and doing something similar though? Like, is that possible? Because that kind of breaks the bit of the barrier with power in her then. Because like how is that any different then at that point, right? When it comes to their abilities. But that's not impossible. It is her. She does care about that blood. So theoretically speaking, she can make spikes out of it or something to maybe halt Chainsaw Man's movement. But I don't think that's going to be enough. Even if she does do something like that. Like, what are we doing here? So I don't know. It's hard to say. That could be a face of defeat, or that can be a face of, haha, I got you. So I don't know. All right. I don't know. Why not a Roadhouse theory? Why is there Why is there never a theory called that? I don't know, Prime. I don't know where these words even come up with, man. I don't know where this come from, man. I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever seen the scar, bleed before in the series? In the beginning, yeah. But that was because it's the beginning, obviously, because she got scratched at that time. Actually, now you got me wondering. Let me look back at that. True. Wait a minute. I didn't even notice that. True. Unless that's just her blood on her face. I don't know if that's blood coming from the scar itself. It kind of does look like it. This is why I'm thinking she might have a trump card. She's about to do something here. Is what's about to happen here. Now I'm thinking about it. Okay, I take back my theory. I don't think she's gonna get saved. She's gonna try to do something here. Is what's about to happen. Maybe there is something that is in line with that scar on her face that maybe is gonna prompt something. I'm not sure though. But I don't think Yoru has given up just yet. Her dying in the first chapter was her getting brain trauma and releasing the devil person. Really? But then how does that explain her coming back from almost death, though? Like, I don't know, man. That theory is hard. It's a hard theory to believe. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I can subscribe to that theory. I don't know if I can subscribe to that theory. That's a very out there theory. It's not necessarily a bad theory, but I don't know if I can like subscribe to that one. There's something going on there. But so either we're gonna get a flashback, somebody is going to save her, or she is going to counterattack. It could, funny enough, that all can happen. That can all be true within the next chapter, Woke. There can be a flashback, her still trying to do something, and then her getting saved all in the same chapter. It can happen, just in that order. There's a possibility, a high possibility even, all right? Because like I said, I don't think she has enough power to really do damage, or maybe not do damage, but to really stop Chainsaw Man. But maybe that's not the point here. Maybe she understands that the Safety Bureau is trying to do something, so maybe she can work in tandem with some of them. Maybe because the whole point was, remember, they were getting excited a few chapters ago that they did make damage on Chainsaw Man, so he can be pierced, he can get hurt. So because of this, maybe Asa can do enough damage to him to then maybe that can like spark something that the Safety Bureau can then do. Maybe they can step in and be like, all right, now there's enough damage on Chainsaw Man, we can actually do this devil. Maybe there's something along the lines that's going on here with that. So there's also a fourth possibility. There's a lot happening here, but I think these are like the four high possibility chances of what's going on with the next chapter, all right? Like, Fujimoto, you're not getting me this time, all right? I will predict you, and I will find you and figure this out, all right? Because I feel like this is what might be happening here. Because we got to remember that detail is there. There's a reason for that and why they said that. So keep that in mind. This all just feels like an Eren Yeager rumbling vibes to me. What do you mean Eren Yeager? Wait, whoa, but I don't know about that one. That's wild to say, Prime. That is wild to say. Yeah, a lot of has disproved the theory, but it was really interesting when part 2 was beginning. Yeah, part 2. If it was like the beginning stages of this, I'll probably be more in tune with it. But as we are right now, I just can't see it. I just can't see it. They are probably going to take down Black Chainsaw Man, and then Death is going to arrive, and they realize they needed him. Interesting. Well, I mean, wouldn't that be too soon for Death to come here? Funny enough, that goes back to the theory of the sister saving the other sister. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there is that too. So that's a possibility. I mean, it's not impossible. But I thought Death was going to be part of the Nostradamus prophecy, though. I mean, that's what I'm thinking, anyways. But that could not be the case either. So I don't know. There could be something even greater than that somehow. This chapter, so I'm just going on vibes right now. This man going on vibes. Okay, this guy right now. All right. This is definitely not a bad chapter. It has me wondering a lot, and I do hope we get a chapter next week. I feel like this is one of those chapters where we don't need to take a break on. We need to keep this gravy train going. So a chapter next week would be fantastic to be able to showcase what we need to be seeing here, right? And it's arriving, but I feel like by the time Death arrives, Chainsaw Man going to be in a position to help. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can see that being the case where it's like they've been trying to like pretty much take Chainsaw Man's ability and take his power or control that power. Because that's what they're trying to do. They want to control this ability. Because being able to have the ability to erase any devil from existence, the type of power you can have over the world is insane. It's like, again, having the power of the Death Note in your hands. The amount of power you have off of that, being able to control that ability would be disgusting. And yes, they want that. That's what they're trying to ultimately do here. You also got to remember, we still have the whole child sacrifices that are supposed to be going on. So, yeah, there's still so much happening. So it's got to keep our eyes here. Light versus Denji. Well, if it's Denji, he'll probably die, actually. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, unless he tries to speed blitz Light or something. But Denji... Well, actually, wait, does Denji have a last name? Can the Death Note even take him out? Now I'm thinking about it, because I don't know. Question, how did she make the sushi sword without speaking? Well, she don't need to speak to actually manifest whatever it is. She can probably just think it. As long as she thinks of what she wants, she can make it happen. But what requires her to do so is for her to touch it. That's where it matters. But at the same time, I could be wrong, and maybe she don't even need to touch anything. That's why I'm like, it looks like she's trying to do something here at the end of this chapter. So this will give us insight whether or not she needs to be able to touch something or not. Granted, it is her blood. It came off of her. So therefore, technically, on a technical standpoint, it's still her that she touched. You know what I'm saying? It's still technically hers. So in a way, that still doesn't really clear up what I'm asking here. Now I'm thinking about it. So I don't know, like I said, this weirdly enough, this actually had quite a bit more to talk about, because it really goes more in depth to what Asa can even do with the ability here. And I don't think Denji has a last name, so I'm like, I wonder if the Death Note can actually work on Denji, because I don't think it would. Well, I mean, you have his face and his name's there, so I mean, maybe it might be enough. I wonder about that though. I do wonder about that. We haven't seen like examples of this, of it working like that. Denji couldn't even be his actual name. Just thinking about it, but besides that fact, those are all my theories that I have with this. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think the latter might be true, that Safety Bureau is going to be kind of working in tandem in some ways, or helping out in the situation when Asa does something here that would allow them to maybe have some form of control, or to lock him down for at least a moment of time. Maybe. I don't know. But I am thinking of that being the case here at this point. We get your flashback. She'll probably have a new design that's going to be cooked. It's going to be cool, unless she's just an owl. I mean, it can be like the Court of the Owls. I mean, something like that, like in Batman or something. I don't know, it depends on how they'll do it, right? Because if we do get a flashback, we're going to see her actual devil form, right? Because what we saw of the form of the owl was the weakened state of what she is. It's similar to Puchita, right? We saw the weakened state of Puchita, which is just a little dog with a chainsaw in his head, right? So a flashback would be nice, actually, because it wouldn't just highlight the devil forms for Yoru, but it can show the other forms of the other of the four horsewomen. That would be kind of cool to see the devil forms like that, right? Go to the owls. Cool since when? I mean, they could be. Man, look, they could be cool. Come on, man. I wonder if the translators got paid for this chapter. I like to think so. I'd hope so. Seeing the sisters' original designs would be awesome. That's what I'm saying. Like, a flashback in general in Hell would just be a very nice thing to have at some point. Because, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, flashback it would be so freaking good, because you're not only getting the design of all the sisters, right? You're also getting a flashback of that infamous scene, that infamous fight that we've been talking about since part 1 with Makima. That would be freaking nice to just see in general. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's a lot that could be done here. I would love to see a flashback, but at the same time, that only raised death flags for me, so it makes me concerned to see a flashback at this moment. But that's if she is in the process of like giving up. Because I don't know if she is. I feel like there's determination in her eyes. So I feel like a flashback might not actually happen here. I don't know. I feel like we're going to see an attack on her front here. That she's going to do something different, something new, something we haven't seen. That with the upgrades of her abilities, allowing her to do this now. As opposed to what she can do before. So remember, we did say she had a power up. So there is something there. All right. We were talking on Twitter that all the primals since Darkness have been disappointing. Do you agree? I wouldn't. thank you for that question. That's a really good question because for me, I don't think they're disappointing. They're not what I expected is the thing here. That doesn't mean I'm disappointed in it. I'm just thrown off by the fact that these are the primals that we're seeing. And also the designs they're not bad designs. Because like I said, I will always say this about the Age Devil. The Age Devil design doesn't really strike me as, oh, this is like Age. This is the Age Devil right here. This tells you, yep, you are that kind of devil with this particular ability. It really doesn't feel like this when it comes to him. The mirror thing is cool. The aspect of the mirrors and what you talked about before, Desto, smart as heck. You always see yourself in the mirrors, and that's how you see yourself aging in the first place. That makes a lot of sense. It's just everything else about his design doesn't really strike me as, yeah, that's that. The Falling Devil, that I actually like. Fallen Devil was actually a pretty impressive devil, all things considered. I didn't have a problem with that. So I don't know. I mean, she was literally cooking. Okay, so with the top hat, like she was looking good. I actually like that design. I get that. I get that. All right, Fallen Devil is freaking nice. Okay, you fall in love with food all the time, baby. But regardless of that, I don't think they were like. I don't mind it. I just didn't expect for these primals to be this way though. So that's where I stand here. I don't hate it, but I'm not like the biggest fan of their design either, is the thing here. Honda design was cool, but I don't think that its actual design is kind of, yeah, that's what I'm saying too, right? That's the thing. A lot of the things that we're seeing, because in order to get into the world, I'm not saying you can't have, I guess a devil form, right? But I feel like, especially when it comes to the primals, I wouldn't be surprised, especially considering what she decided to do. Remember, she had a lot of people fall to their deaths, got all their bodies, and then molded into something, right? Then to create that form. So because of that, that's why she even looked like that to begin with. So obviously that's not her actual form, like what she actually looks like. So that is something that we also got to remember too, that we're not seeing the true forms of every primal. Now this one with the Age Devil, this is his actual form, because he's currently in hell at the moment, doing what he's doing. So this is his actual form. I wish the ability or the form of him was a little bit different, but I digress. Do you think we see Darkness again? Possibly, yes. I mean, he is a strong player, and Darkness is something that we just will always have and that's around. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the Safety Bureau decides to actually pull him out at some point during this whole thing. We're gonna need as many strong devils as possible. You can't, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to get everybody out there to try to like mitigate the situation as best we can. And if there's a way to utilize the Darkness Devil, I wouldn't. Why not use him? Like why not do it? I'm just saying. All right, I'm just saying. I'm trying to miss anything. Okay, no, I didn't. All right, but no, I mean, I'm just saying that would make sense. If there's any other primals, I feel like maybe they need to step up and maybe make a decision here. I don't know, because like I said, the way the situation is with this particular Chainsaw Man literally running amok, it's hard to see how this situation is going to end. You know what I mean? Like, because like how is Denji even gonna get back into his regular form unless Nayuta's still alive? I still am subscribing to that thought that Nayuta is not actually dead. That head was a fake head. That wasn't actually her. So I'm thinking she's somewhere else doing something, and maybe she might make a reappearance, and that's could be the only way maybe to get him to make him snap out of it. I don't know. It's hard to say though. Devils versus all the devil full out. Civil War. I mean, what are you talking about, Prime? What are you talking about? If eyes end up getting taken, Darkness could show up. I mean, actually, I wonder how that'll work. Oh, actually, that's true. Because yeah, technically, right? Like, so this goes even further into this whole see no evil thing, bro. Because yeah, if you have no eyes, it's complete darkness. Actually, that's gonna be like I said. Think about it. Because then, when the next chapter, let's say the Eye Devil is taken out, right? The next chapter would be nothing but darkness, then, right? Because you wouldn't be able to see anything. So that would be an easy way for him to get a chapter out without having to draw anything. So that would be interesting to see. But that gives him such creative freedom to just do anything. This is what I like about what we're doing right now. I will say. This is a little something I want to talk about real quick. what Fujimoto is doing currently at the moment, being able to like erase things, like the ability to just kind of create your manga in any which way you want is something that you don't typically see, right? So like the abilities for him is just like to just do anything is so nice to see. So I want to see some creativity on Fujimoto's part on how he panels this stuff and how he actually reveals information to us as we go on here, right? So I do see, pun intended, see that devil being eaten at some point in time. And if that's being the case here, yeah, the Darkness Devil would actually be so freaking powerful at that point. That's actually scary to think about. Yeah, what would happen actually? Because that would really like heighten his ability so much. Could Chainsaw Man deal with that actually? That you brought up a good point here, and I didn't even think about that. And is darkness or blindness? I mean, it's a little bit of both. All right. We did have the protesters in the beginning of part 2 talking about a devil war coming. True. You have a point there. I mean, that makes sense too, given the circumstances of their life, of how they're living. So it makes sense that you would be in a position where, you know, a whole all-out war with all the devils kind of just like running amok in this world. Like I said, the structure of this world in general has been something that's been teetering on something like that for a while now. So it's not even that surprising that we would get to this point, honestly. As you get a full chapter, just black pages and only text bubble. That's what I'm saying. Well, even then, Prime, we wouldn't even get text bubbles. You know why? Because no one can talk. There's no mouse. so there is literally no communication. So there's got to be a way. Maybe we have to get the mouse back first before we go into darkness. Because bro, like what? It'd be nothing but literal darkness. Like what are we doing here? And we'll get a huge power up. Yes, actually, yes, it would. I mean, there'd just be a lot. Like I said, the devils in general would just be so much more powerful as the situation gets this kind of crazy. And it just goes to show again that the Public Safety Bureau doesn't know what they're doing. All right, God. Yeah, just black pages only, man. It's like when I saw artists at times give you like a nothing but a black album cover, because you know that's unique and clever. All right, God. What are your theories on what Yor will do to come back with you in the next chapter? So like I was saying, Lloyd, welcome in, by the way. I had a lot of different theories that came up, but the one I'm subscribing to at the moment, at this point, after re-looking at this chapter a few times, it looks as though Yoru's not giving up, and the blood itself is splattering everywhere. Also, there's blood coming out of the scar, it looks like, as well. So I'm under the impression that she's gonna have a big attack come up here in a second. It doesn't look like she is giving up. She looks more determined than ever to try to fight back. So I think she's gonna more than likely use her blood as a source of a weapon, because it is still attached to her in a way, right? It came out of her body, so that was still her. So technically, that should work as a weapon for her to make like some spikes or something along those lines. It's funny because it kind of goes into how Power's abilities are, but she does it in a different way, right? So I'm thinking she's going to do something along those lines. And I brought up the fact that the public safety was trying to see if they can damage Chainsaw Man. And when they did, they got excited about that. So you can't actually make damage on this dude. So I think with Yoru Asa, what they're about to do here is do some actual damage to Denji here. That is going to prompt maybe the Safety Bureau to come in and to do something, right? I don't know what, but there could be any magnitude of devils that they can actually then thrust at him, and maybe that can actually change the tide of the situation. But this is all speculation. This is my biggest theory of what I'm thinking is going to happen next chapter. So that's what I'm thinking right now, Lloyd. That's what I'm thinking right now. What do you think, though? I'm curious. Jeff, no, I want the black note. Oh my God. I mean, that's what this is, though. All right. We're in a death situation right now, and I don't know. I do expect to see some more primals, though. I'm gonna say that much. Like I said again, we haven't seen what Fami's gonna do, because like Fami is still around. Fami has control of certain devils. We haven't seen what she's able to control, or what other devils she's even have, right? So there could be another like thing up her sleeve as well that she can actually come through and do something with. So it's about to be interesting. All I'll say is, like, this whole thing is about to be interesting. We might even see some potential reappearances. I do think Rize is going to come back at some point here. Like, I do see it coming at some point. But if she turns her own body into a weapon, since she's gotten close to Asa, Yoro's problem with powerful weapons is she was not attached to anything. The legendary brown note, really, really. She turns on her own body. Oh, it's not. I mean, I guess technically it is her own body, right? Because her blood is the thing here. She's gotten close to Asa, Yoro's problem with powerful weapons is she was not attached to anything, which is true. But in this particular instance, she would be attached to this. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes you wonder. Like, we've seen the ability so far of what Asa can do with Yoru's weapon ability, right? I don't like really think about it. So I think, didn't Asa make that sword too? I think Asa made that sword as well. Have we actually seen Yoru use her ability correctly? Is the thing here. Outside of like the beginning stages, because like when we first saw her, I mean, we don't know how strong that weapon was, but like if both of them work together in tandem, because they both care about their well-being, right? And that's their body, so they'll both be in line here. So wouldn't that actually maybe amplify that sword or whatever weapon that she decides to do? Like I said, the potential and the possibilities of this being a very massive attack is actually very high, because again, these two are in tandem with each other. They are working together as one, and they're looking pretty good as a team at the moment. So if they're both in line, I like to think that maybe that might give an extra boost of strength potentially if they decide to do that, though. So I don't know. Emotes are gone. Does that mean thoughts and inner monologues are gone too? No. Why would that be the case? Like, it doesn't erase what's in your mind. So I like to think that you're still having like a dialogue within your head. That's if you can be able to actually have that kind of conversation go on inside your mind. Apparently, there's been a study that shows that not everybody has the ability to be able to actually like read in their thoughts or have that inner voice that's there. So, I mean, I like to think she does, obviously, because we've kind of already seen some of that. So I like to think we might see some dialogue in that sense. So there is some ways to showcase dialogue. So we'll see what happens, though. At this point, do you think Rize and Asa getting hurt could snap Denji out of it? I don't know. Asa literally just got hurt right now, so he did it. So I don't know. I don't know if Asa has. I don't know if he has enough care for Asa for that to actually matter. I don't think. That's like the problem I'm seeing right now. I don't know if that's the case here. So that's why I'm more banking on Nayuta still being alive. That's gonna allow him to get out of the situation. I feel like that's the only way to do this. Also, Yoru probably been talking in the mind this whole time, which is also true too. Yes, exactly. So, like I said, they're cooking something up, and I think they're working together here, and they're gonna make something happen. So, I expect something big to happen for next chapter. He's being alive could be the shock that he maybe. I mean, but you also gotta remember, like, he could actually have some resentment towards her, because at the end of the day, she was kind of using him. So, it really all depends of how Denji really sees her is the thing here. I will say Denji could have outright just killed Asa here, similar to what he did to Katana Man, right? But he didn't. So that is something to keep in mind. So Denji's influence is still there to some degree. He only cut her arm off. So now she has no arms. So I'm under the impression that I don't think this Chainsaw Man wants to kill her. So that is something we got to keep in mind here. So with all that said and done, this was a good chapter. I liked it. What would y'all rate this chapter this week? I'm kind of curious about this when it comes to your rating here. So I've been sitting here trying to figure out what I would rate this. I kind of want to give it like an 8 out of 10. This was a pretty good chapter, actually. It was short, but it was intriguing at the same time. So I kind of want to give it like an 8 out of 10. Because I did enjoy this. I did enjoy this chapter. He doesn't resent people. That's tragedy of his character. Which is true. Which is true. Yeah, I guess he wouldn't really hold or harbor any like ill will towards Rize at the end of the day. You have a point there. You know, 9 out of 10? Whoa, okay then. With the ultimate beat Denji with the power of friendship. I mean, there's also a possibility too. This is, I mean, if it's gonna be the power of shonen, that's what we do here, man. That's what we do here. But yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10. That's why I would rate this chapter for this week. Be on the lookout, because we're going to have some Kagurabachi later on over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster. Just so you know, we will be actually going live a little bit earlier today because I have overtime for my work. So therefore, I need to make sure I get off the stream a lot sooner. And with that said, so maybe in like an hour and a half, I'll be over on on my Twitch channel, doing some Kagurabachi, and I think we're gonna also read some Dandadan after we get done with Kagurabachi. So we're gonna have like a two-parter situation where we're actually gonna get some more content out onto the YouTube channel, and be there to actually join in on the conversation and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? And also, if you guys can, real quick, if you are not into Dandadan, get into Dandadan. Chapter 1 of my reaction is up on my YouTube channel. Go and check that out. Go give it a like. Tell me what y'all think about it. We're going to be doing more of those, and we're going to try to catch up to where the manga is currently, because it's like 100 plus chapters at this point, but we're going to try to catch up to it. So be on there to catch up with us so you can be in the Dandadan fandom, baby. All right, let's go. 8.8. Why 8.8? That's a very interesting rating system right there. Just for uniqueness of Fujimoto's paneling game. Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. That's why I'm going to give it an 8. Like, it's a very good chapter for that matter. And for the art direction as well. It's like One Piece is all about the friendship. It is, though. Dun coming back next week. Hey, look at that. See? Exactly. And like I said, we're going to be catching up. And why are you making that face? Why are you making that face? All right, then. The last thing I want to say, though. Like this video. Or the stream, because it helps with the algorithm be able to push this out to more Chainsaw Man people, so the community can come together, have conversations about Chainsaw Man. If y'all have any extra theories, any things that come to mind, put it in the comment section below. I read all the comments. I will be able to try to reply to you guys as best I can. So if y'all do that, I will be here. Okay. All right. Drink goddamn water, take goddamn vitamins, and I will catch you guys soon. Actually, soon. Not in the next one, but very soon. And Chainsaw Man better come out next week. Goddamn. That's all I'm gonna say. Instead of watching Kagurabachi because Hayuki, hey, you're doing good. You're doing good. Whoa. All right. Break out the